Has the simple act of living become a negotiation with your knees? Those everyday movements, climbing stairs, rising from a chair, walking for more than just a few minutes, once happened without a thought. Now they are met with hesitation, perhaps even a flicker of fear. And perhaps the most frustrating part is the mystery behind it. It's easy to blame age, to accept this as an inevitable decline. But science and lived experience tell a far more hopeful story. The root of the problem often isn't the joint itself. It lies hidden in the subtle symphony of your body, how your muscles activate, how your weight shifts with each step, and how your body has quietly adapted over the years, often in ways that no longer serve you. The truly good news is that when you address these foundational issues, you can restore your knees to a state of strength, stability, and comfort they haven't known in years. And in the moments to come, I will show you precisely how. We'll explore simple techniques with clear explanations. There is no hype here, only proven methods that work, even if it's been a long time since you last exercised. If this resonates with what you've been searching for, I invite you to share in the comments. What is one everyday movement that has recently become a challenge for your knees? Let's begin with the isometric lunge and discover the hidden power of stillness. When we think of strengthening our legs, our minds often leap to dynamic motion, squats, lunges, the rhythmic pulse of machines at a gym. But what if the true key to unlocking knee health after 50 isn't found in movement but in its opposite, in profound, intentional stillness? This is the principle behind the isometric lunge. It appears simple, almost deceptively so. Yet, when performed correctly, it becomes one of the most powerful, joint-friendly tools for rebuilding strength, enhancing stability, and easing the pain that often accompanies aging knees. Let's explore why this is so effective. As the years pass, we lose more than just muscle mass. We lose the refined ability to recruit the right muscles at precisely the right time. This is especially pronounced around the knees, where poor motor control and muscular imbalances often cause the joint to take on more load than it should. Research reveals that many people with chronic knee pain don't have damaged cartilage. They have dysfunctional movement patterns. Their glutes, hamstrings, and inner quadriceps aren't working in concert, and the knee joint pays the price. The isometric lunge helps correct this, not by adding more motion, but by teaching your body how to hold proper alignment and activate the right muscles together, without irritating the joint. It's not about how far you bend. It's about how well your muscles cooperate. Here is your step-by-step guide to performing the isometric lunge safely. 1. Begin in a split stance. Take a long step forward, as if you were about to kneel. Your front foot should be flat on the floor and your back heel lifted. Picture yourself frozen mid-stride. 2. Lower your body slightly into the position. Your front knee should align directly over your ankle, not drift forward over your toes. Your back knee can hover a few inches from the ground. 3. Keep your torso upright. Avoid leaning forward. Stack your shoulders directly over your hips, keeping your chest open and your gaze forward. 4. Engage your core. Gently tighten your abdominal muscles to stabilize your pelvis and protect your lower back. 5. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds. You aren't moving, but your muscles are working intensely. Imagine drawing both feet toward each other without actually moving them. This creates an active tension that engages the inner thighs, glutes, and quadriceps simultaneously. 6. Rise carefully, switch sides, and repeat. Aim for 2 to 3 sets per leg with a short rest in between. While the body is still, this exercise is anything but passive. You should feel a deep, steady warmth building in your muscles, not in your joints. That sensation is the signal that you are succeeding. Focus on these key points to protect your knees. Your front knee must remain stable. Do not let it wobble inward. This common error, known as valgus collapse, puts significant strain on the kneecap. Your weight distribution also matters. Keep your weight centered and balanced between your front and back legs. Finally, keep your neck and shoulders relaxed. Tension in the upper body is often a sign of compensation. Breathe steadily. This is about control, not force. While the isometric lunge is safe for most, there are a few exceptions. If you are recovering from a recent knee or hip replacement, consult your physical therapist first. If you have significant balance issues, use a wall, chair, or stick for support. Never risk a fall. And if you experience sharp stabbing pain in the joint, not muscle fatigue, stop immediately and reassess your position. Remember, mild discomfort in the muscles is normal. Sharp joint pain is not. How does this stillness translate into real-world movement? Holding a static lunge strengthens the entire chain of muscles responsible for stabilizing your knee every time you take a step, shift your weight, or lower yourself into a chair. It retrains your body to activate muscles in harmony, so no single area bears the burden alone. Studies show that isometric training also improves proprioception, your body's innate sense of its position in space, which can decline with age. Better proprioception means better balance, fewer stumbles, and more confident movement. Start by performing this exercise once a day, holding for 10 to 15 seconds per side for 2 or 3 rounds. As you improve, you can extend the hold up to 30 seconds. But remember that quality is far more important than duration. One solid hold with perfect form is better than 5 sloppy ones. Our next exercise is the wall sit, rebuilding your foundation for stronger, safer knees. Sometimes the most effective way to move forward is to lean back, quite literally. This is the simple wisdom the wall sit imparts. It may appear as if you are simply resting against a wall, but make no mistake. This is a powerful, controlled exercise that targets the very muscles your knees depend on every single day. For those over 50, particularly anyone dealing with joint instability or a history of injuries, the wall sit is one of the safest and most effective ways to rebuild support around the joint without causing additional wear and tear. The wall sit is an isometric exercise, meaning your muscles engage and work intensely without any joint movement. This is a tremendous advantage for anyone experiencing joint discomfort, as it builds muscular strength and endurance while minimizing the compression and shearing forces on the knees. Unlike traditional squats, the wall sit allows you to stabilize the joint in a safe position while training the entire support system, the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core. Research has shown that isometric exercises like wall sits improve eccentric strength, your body's ability to control deceleration, which is vital for walking down stairs or preventing a fall. This is not just about building strong legs, it's about cultivating safe, confident movement for daily life. Here is how to perform the wall sit with perfect form. 1. Find a flat wall and stand with your back against it. Your feet should be shoulder width apart, about 2 feet from the wall. 2. Slowly slide down until your knees are bent at approximately a 90-degree angle, with your thighs parallel to the floor. Ensure your knees are directly above your ankles, not pushing past your toes. 3. Keep your back flat against the wall. Your hips, shoulders, and head should remain in contact with it throughout the hold. 4. Distribute your weight evenly through your feet. Avoid leaning back on your heels or shifting forward onto your toes. 5. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds to start. Breathe deeply and stay relaxed through your neck and shoulders. 6. To finish, rise slowly by sliding back up the wall. Rest for 30 to 60 seconds and repeat 2 to 3 times. You'll feel the work in your thighs and glutes. That's your support system waking up. Pay close attention to these form cues. Avoid letting your knees cave inward. Keep them tracking in line with your toes. Don't go too deep. A 90-degree angle is sufficient, especially when you are starting. And engage your core with a light abdominal contraction to stabilize your pelvis. Stay still, but remain active. Imagine pushing the floor away with your feet while holding the position. A note of caution. The wall sit is not ideal for everyone. If you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, talk to your doctor first, as deep, isometric holds can temporarily raise it. If you experience dizziness, try shorter holds with support nearby. And never push through acute inflammation or sharp joint pain. Wall sits should challenge your muscles, not aggravate your joints. For a more advanced challenge, you can place a resistance band just above your knees and gently press outward to activate the outer glutes. Alternatively, place a ball between your knees and gently squeeze to engage the inner thighs. These small additions help train the muscles that prevent the knee from collapsing inward, a major contributor to knee instability. Think about how many times a day you are in a partial squat, getting into a car, lowering onto a couch, or bending to pick something up. The wall sit trains the exact strength and control needed for those moments, allowing you to move with confidence and safety. Even a few rounds a day can make stairs feel easier and your knees feel more reliable. Start with 3 or 4 sessions a week. Hold for 20 seconds, gradually working up to 45 or 60 as you grow stronger. Repeat for 2 to 3 sets. Precision beats endurance, especially when safety is your priority. Aging does not have to mean surrendering your freedom of movement. It does not mean a life dictated by fear. It simply means your body asks for a more mindful approach, a smarter, more intentional kind of strength. The 2 exercises we've explored today are not about flash or intensity. They are about rebuilding from the foundation up, strengthening the muscles that cradle your knees, refining the posture that supports your every move, and cultivating the awareness that can prevent pain before it even begins. Isometric work trains your body to be stable, strong, and responsive, exactly what we need as we grow older. Just a few minutes each day can translate into a life with fewer aches, diminished risks, and a profound new sense of confidence in your body's abilities. If you have journeyed this far, you are someone who is deeply committed to your well-being, and that in itself is worthy of celebration. Now, the journey continues with you. I invite you to share in the comments below. Which movement presents the greatest challenge for you right now? Is it stairs, the act of rising from a seat, or perhaps walking? And if this guidance has been helpful, please express your support by liking and subscribing. Consider sharing it with a friend who might also benefit, because we all deserve to know that strong knees are not a matter of age, but a matter of action. One thoughtful, intentional repetition at a time.